Now at this point, Gleb Borukhov, international affairs expert who also joins us on the broadcast. Gleb, thank you for being with us today on NewsX. How do you view this meeting between Putin and Trump? How productive was it for the peace efforts? Gleb, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. So the
Gleb, that question was for you.
Okay. Amazing. Well, I think the amazing thing is that the two leaders have met. Okay, so that means that the dialogue has been firmly established. It's also great that the European leaders have been excluded, because ultimately it looks like the only party who is not interested in the peace deal is the triumvirate of UK, France, and Germany. So yeah, definitely, I think this is a step forward. I think more meetings will follow. Unless, of course, there is some major provocation by the European powers who try to derail the peace talks. But to me, it looks like at least for now, they have been sided, defeated, whatever you call it, cornered. So hopefully, Mr. Trump can, and forces around him can continue, putting sufficient pressure onto the European colleagues in order not to interfere and actually let the conflict be resolved.
Okay, and Gleb, also now, of course, that meeting will take place in Washington, D.C. on Monday. Do you believe there will be progress towards a peace deal after that meeting?
It's it's hard to say. I mean, to me, these meetings, they're more like consultations. The technical ceasefire, the technical end of hostilities will likely be structured outside of those formal meetings. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Maybe there is something has been agreed behind the scenes already, and people they just need to ink it. So we'll need to see. I think very few people know if anything has been agreed and what has been agreed. So this is being kept behind very closed, doors. But as I said, that ultimately everything will depend upon whether Mr. Zelensky is authorized by UK, France, and Germany to actually engage into any proactive peace talks, because Mr. Zelensky, as well as his entire cabinet, are not independent parties. They're fully dependent on what's being said from above. So in that sense, I fully understand the hesitation of Mr. Putin to engage in any active discussions with him directly.
You're in Moscow currently. How is this meeting being perceived in Moscow that took place in Alaska? The body language of the two leaders, the post-meeting press briefing, how is all of that being perceived in Moscow?
Look, I have not properly discussed it with too many people, but I can say that life in Moscow goes on. People are enjoying the fantastic summer weather. Everything is buzzing. So, yeah, to be honest, I don't think that Russia has been suffering that much. I mean, obviously, if you go into finer details, yes, of course, all the restrictions, sanctions, and difficulties of doing business, they are influencing daily lives, but not to the extent that is being portrayed in Western media.